Hi, I'm David Katzmeyer from CNET, and this is Samsung's H6400 series. This is a 55-inch member of the series. The series is available in sizes from 40 all the way up to 65 inches. This series sits right in the middle of Samsung's extensive 2014 lineup. Its real claim to fame is it's the cheapest Samsung TV that includes its new touch motion remote. Samsung calls it the smart remote. I call it the best remote I've ever played with on a TV. I'll get to that in a little bit, but first we'll start with the exterior of this set. Very minimalist design. It's got a nice black border around the edge. To differentiate it from step-down TVs, there's a little sort of see-through edge a little bit around the black, so you get a slightly thicker bezel, but again, it's only about 0.3 inches thick, so the TV looks like it's pretty much all picture. Of course, Samsung's trademark Swivel Stand is below here with the kind of spider legs and a nice chrome finish, so all told, really nice looking TV, especially at this price level. So I'll mention that remote. Samsung finally this year is including motion control in its remotes. LG has been doing that for a while. Samsung basically copied that and added a nice little twist. On its remote, when you're doing motion control, which makes the cursor behave a little bit like a Nintendo Wii, you can select things by waving at the screen. To enable that control on the Samsung remote, you kind of just rest your finger on the touchpad. That's a really nice, intuitive way to get the motion control activated. Motion control works great for web browsing and a lot of the Samsung Smart TV menus. You really won't find it of much use when you're watching regular TV. Speaking of regular TV, this TV can also control your cable box, so Samsung again aims to kind of subsume your cable box's UI into the TV's own interface. You do get a native Samsung guide and a couple of other cable box controls, but in general, compared to using a standard universal remote or even the remote that came with your cable box, this remote scheme from Samsung isn't quite as accurate. Then again, if you like using a lot of these other features, including that web browser and some of the other smart TV things, you'll really appreciate this motion remote. It's especially nice for typing in search terms. Speaking of search, Samsung also includes voice search on this TV. You can talk into the remote and you can get the TV to react to a bunch of different commands. You can actually say channel numbers. It'll tune to that if you have it set up correctly. ESPN. It'll also do searches for actors and a bunch of other stuff. We found the search a lot more accurate than we've seen in the past, so kudos to Samsung for making that work relatively well. Of course, like all voice search, you do run into plenty of failures, but if you like playing around with that, you don't like typing on an on-screen keyboard, it's really the way to go. Of course, this TV includes Samsung's full Smart TV suite that includes more apps than pretty much anybody else. One real standout is HBO Go. You also get a variety of other video apps, hundreds in all to choose from. As we mentioned, there's also 3D capability in the set for people who care. Samsung includes 2 pairs of 3D glasses right in the box. You can also purchase additional glasses from Samsung for the low price of $20. Connectivity is ample, including 4 HDMI ports, a component video port, and a LAN port for the internet. Of course, this TV also has built-in Wi-Fi. Samsung also offers 3 USB ports. You can plug in thumb drives or also hard drives. Beyond all those fancy features and slick design, the picture quality on the 6400 seems a little bit of an afterthought. Sure, it's pretty good with accurate color and very good video processing, but the black levels are really not that great, so you get a little bit less contrast than seen on some TVs at this price level. On the flip side, we did appreciate the bright room picture thanks to this nice matte screen, although all told, it's really not as good as a lot of the TVs at this price, just for picture quality. Then again, it includes this excellent feature set with the great remote, so if you're going to be using all that stuff, the 6400 is a pretty good TV to consider. That's a quick look at Samsung's H6400 series. I'm David Katzmeyer from CNET.